Hello, welcome to English class. So today's lesson is on the Raven, another example of narrative poetry. So our learning target today I am reading the Raven so that I can analyze and understand the poem. I'll know I got it if I can answer the check for understanding questions correctly. So the Raven was written by Edgar Allan Poe. It is on page 392 of your Journeys in Literature and Nonfiction text. So you can grab that link from our lesson plan. That way you can check that out. I'll make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Hopefully that helps with being able to view the vocab. So there is a ton of vocab. If you like, you can pause it so that way you can take a look at the different definitions for that vocab. They're also on the different pages throughout the book. Now I have different options if you'd like to listen to the Raven. I have these options listed within our course page, I have them listed on our parking lot links as well as in our lesson for today under the description, so you could grab those there and listen to it. You don't have to listen to all three, but it makes it a little bit more fun to listen to the animated versions here that are listed. You could pause this video as you go to listen to it, and then when you're ready, you can start this video again. So welcome back. So I want you to think about what is happening in the Raven. You could use your own piece of paper or sit there and reflect about what you just listened to. What's going on in that poem? You can pause the video here, and when you're ready, go ahead and hit play again. Okay, so basically it's late at night and late in the year, so it's after midnight on a December evening to be precise. A man is sitting in his room, half reading, half falling asleep, and trying to forget his lost love Lenore. Suddenly, he hears someone, or something, knock at the door. He calls out, apologizing to the visitor he imagines to be outside. Then he opens the door and finds nothing. This freaks him out a little, and he reassures himself that it's just the wind against the window. So he goes and opens the window, and in flies, you guessed it, a raven. The raven settles in on a statue above the door, and for some reason, our speaker's first instinct is to talk to it. He asks for its name, and just like you usually do with strange birds that fly into your house, right? Amazingly enough, though, the raven answers back with a single word, nevermore. Understandably surprised, the man asks more questions. The bird's vocabulary turns out to be pretty limited, though. All it says is, nevermore. Our narrator catches on to this rather slowly and asks more and more questions, which get more painful and personal. The raven, though, doesn't change the story, and the poor speaker starts to lose his sanity. So let's check ourselves for understanding. So what is the refrain in the Raven? Is it nevermore, Lenore, rhyme, or raven? In case you need the definition, the refrain is a verse, a line, a set, or a group of lines that appears at the end of a stanza, or appears when a poem divides into different sections. Refrain is a poetic device that repeats at regular intervals in different stanzas. Once you have your answer, while you're thinking of your answer, you hit pause, but once you have it, go ahead and hit play on this video. All right, the refrain is nevermore. That's what our raven is repeating to our narrator. What line below from the raven has internal rhyme? Only this and nothing more. And so faintly you came tapping. and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. So think about, what does internal rhyme mean? Which one of these is the best response? You can pause this video to think about it, and when you're ready, hit play. Alright, if you guessed D, you are correct. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. So it's rhyming within the line. So stronger and longer, even though they're in the same line, we have a rhyme happening there. So that would be internal rhyme. What word best describes the mood created by the setting of The Raven? Is it murderous, gloomy, bittersweet, or alarming? Pause. When you're ready, hit play. It is gloomy. So if we're thinking about why gloomy is the best answer here, the setting is described as midnight dreary in bleak December. So these are words that really get you that, kind of a glooming, just kind of sad, more or less, just not, a little more melancholy, not necessarily any of the others. What is the allusion in the following line? Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Is it A, tell me alludes to the god of communication, B, nights alludes to Kronos, the god of time, C, lordly name and night's Plutonian shore allude to the ruler of the underworld, or D, Plutonian alludes to Christian heaven? If you're trying to remember what allusion is, it's a brief and indirect reference to a person, place, thing, or idea of historical, cultural, literary, or political significance. It does not describe in detail the person or thing to which it refers. Alright, when you're ready, go ahead and hit play and we'll continue on. It is C. Lordly name and night's Plutonian shore allude to the ruler of the underworld. So in this case, Pluto is the god of the underworld in Greek mythology, and so we're getting that idea of the underworld from that. All right, I do have an activity for you. So we have the original stanza here on the left. How would you rewrite this if we were using today's language? Because we don't necessarily talk this way today. So I want you to think about this stanza and how would you rewrite it? You can feel free to share your thoughts with me if you'd like, but at least just for yourself, how would you rewrite this so it be a little more modernized? You can pause the video here, and when you're ready, hit play. All right, well, here is an example. So to redo this one, we have, on a dark, foggy, creepy night around midnight, I laid in depression thinking about curious books about legends that have been long forgotten. While I was almost asleep, I started to doze. Suddenly I heard a knock. A very light knocking on my bedroom door. This was strange, but I thought to myself, must be some visitor knocking so late at my bedroom door. Yes, that's what it is, and nothing else. So you can see from the original of Poe, we had the different vocabulary choices, and this one modernizes it, so gives it a little bit more modern vocabulary. All right, go ahead and think about what you think are some themes of The Raven. You can pause this video, and when you're ready, hit play. Some possible themes, we have love and lost love. Everyone is mortal. We also see some tones of untimely death, being driven to madness or insanity, or maybe some mental instability. The power of supernatural forces. Is that bird a demon or a prophet? And the importance of nature and how maybe nature can be scary or threatening. Well, if you do have any questions, be sure to reach out to me via email, call, or text. Email or text would be best since I'm not in my office currently. But make sure that you are completing lesson 1.07 today and any other lessons on your plan. Keep working on any overdues or anything might be missing. Check that feedback and go to your grades tab, see what your grades are to help yourself out. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care.